Good morning, everybody. This is Becky again, Aunt Beck's Creations, and we're going to do our Inktober. It's Monday morning. It's my kind of house cleaning, get everything out in the trash receptacle because tomorrow's pickup. So I need to get that going, and Janet Nash comes on at 9 o'clock. So I try to do all the cleaning as fast as I can before 9 o'clock so I can just sit and watch Janet and Freddie. But I want to do my Inktober, and I'm going to pull Mary's list out here. Oh, and Janice Glines gave me something, and I didn't write it down. I'll have to go back and look at that. Different kinds of squash. Well, if you think of winter squash, did y'all know pumpkin is a winter squash? But I think I'm going to do a butternut squash on here. And they're pretty easy to draw. Morning, Vicki. Yeah. Clean the end of my pen off again. So that's a butternut squash, basically. And I know there's no real brown on them, but I'm just going to put just a little bit on the bottom side. Because I don't have any of the real kind of peachy color. So we're going to have to kind of make it up because the only orange I have is neon in these pens. So I'm trying to use these since JL was so sweet to send them to me. And then we'll just kind of mix the gold and the peach and see what we get. And yesterday I did not go to my mother-in-law's. Scott's sister's in town for Mother's birthday, which is tomorrow. And I said, well, I'm just going to let you go, and then you can visit with your mother and sister, on your own. Well, then he got over there, and his sister was asleep. She was too tired. She had wanted us to come for dinner. And we were like, well, Sunday's really our best day because during the week, it gets busy with Scott going to work and this, that, and the other. And he said, besides, I'd like to see you before then. So he went over there thinking he was going to get to sit and talk with his sister. She was asleep. So that didn't work out too good. And his mother was obsessing if he was warm enough. Do I need to turn the heat on? And Scott was like, no, you don't need to turn the heat on. That's her new obsession is whether everybody's warm enough because she's not, Oh, Lord. And we're like, we're fine. Yeah. Yeah. Definitely not time to turn the heat on. It's what I call the delicious time of year because it is. It's just lovely. My butternut squash is not going to look too much like a butternut squash, but it'll be all right. It's the right shape, just not the right color. So I don't know how to make this look any more like a butternut squash, but that's a butternut squash. I do a Hubbard squash, but they are huge and they look kind of warty and stuff. So I'm not going to do a Hubbard squash. Just for the fun, let's see what this does. This is very neon. Maybe I'll just do lines. I need to check on something real quick. What are you guys doing out there? What are you doing? What are you doing? Mama? All right. You didn't have to come in. I was just trying to see what you were doing. It sounded like there was an escape attempt trying to occur. Morning, Pam. Morning, Melanie. And I want to wrap up so I can watch Pastry Queen. Woo! When we finally got the last of the furniture moved, the printers and Scott's desk and his little table, we got those moved across the room. Scott did most of it himself, but we found one of those little catnip-filled mice, and Howard has been having a blast. He's put it in my shoe, in my sneaker a couple times, and pulled it out and spun it around the floor. He's been having a great time with that little catnip mouse. I think it was wedged up under Scott's desk, and so when we moved the desk, ta-da, the mouse reappeared. It's not a shortage of toys because they have a plastic potato chip that is one of their favorite toys. They've got any number of, catnip mice and squeaky mice, and yeah, they're a little spoiled. A little. So let's see. I'm going to do a green background. And what shall I do for my background? This has got a big old ink booger on the end of it. We've done swirlies several times. We've done lines and cross hatches and sweater fuzz on my finger. Kind of looks like one of those old-timey tablecloths. So some of the lines need to be wider than the other, but you know what? This is a butternut squash on a tablecloth. That's what I'm saying it is. Scott and I are talking that it might be time for a new mattress because neither one of us are sleeping well on our mattress, and we've had it for years. I wish I could remember when we bought that one. Scott said he thought it was when we first moved into the house, but I told him no. I said we've had We've had a new mattress from the Best Mattress Company. Then his sister bought us a Sealy mattress. And then this was the mattress after that. So we've had, this is the third mattress we've bought since living here. And we moved in here in 1996. So it's probably well past time for a new mattress, put it that way. And because somebody might not know what this is, I'm just going to write up here, butternut squash, and just take all doubt away. Ta-da, it's a butternut squash. And then I'll put my date on the back. I have to see where my lines are. October 20th, 2025. So there we go. And now I'm going to go make the bed, take my meds, get dressed, clean the bathroom, and do all the things on my Monday list here. And I got a grocery list. I guess I should put go to the grocery store on here. Go to grocery store. I'll probably do that after Janet. And I want to edge this front sidewalk and clean out the front flower beds. That might be more than a single day project on its own. So there's several things I can do quickly and get done. I want to mention that on my community tab, I have put some fall quotes. I went on Pinterest and I found some, and I made this sheet up. And if you print it off on sticker paper, then you can just cut it apart and use these. So these are just found on Pinterest quotes that I've typed up, so you guys can print them off on sticker paper and use them in your projects. So if I get a copyright hit, that'll be my problem, I reckon. But if the author was available, their name is attached to the quotes. So feel free to use those, okay? And I hope you guys have a wonderful Monday. I'll talk to you later. Bye.